Hey, this is Peggy with Easy Peasy Machine Embroidery, and today we are in Creative 8 MySewNet embroidery software, and we're going to be talking about Word Sculpt and how to make your own outlines. So I'm going to go directly into the Word Sculpt program, and say you don't want to use any of the outlines that they have here. You want to make your own. You have three little icons here. As you scroll over them, it tells what they do. Open shape, create a new shape, or edit the shape. Your size is down here. Your angle, your outlines, and all those things that we covered in the beginning video. So today I'm going to go into add a new shape, and we've talked about converting images that may be in a different file format when you're on Google image searches. For instance, I was looking at a map of the USA to make a 4th of July type of Word Sculpt, and the format that it downloaded to when I saved an image of the map of USA was a WEBP or a AVIF file. Those cannot be opened with Word Sculpt, so I had to convert those into a PNG or a JPEG. And there's a video on that. Just look for it. So what I'm going to, when you hit create a new shape, it takes you over to the draw and paint module. We know that because we can see this down here. It's the purple icon. It also opens up your MySewNet software, so you can go back and forth between the two. So I am going to do a insert to get my picture, and I'm going to insert the file, and I'm going to choose this one that I've already converted into a PNG. And now I have some black at the bottom. Vector pictures, if you can get them, are easier to mess with than some of the other formats that have more pixels to them. And if I want to use this outline, I have to make sure that there's no connections between the map and the bottom. If I were to convert this into an outline right now, it would convert the map and the black at the bottom. It's going to find the outline, but it's going to, because the outline is connected here. So what I'm going to need to do is to go into Paint, the Paint tab right up here, and then I'm going to go get an eraser. And your eraser can be small, or you can make it larger, and that is right here. If you've got a design that's really pixelated that you need to mess with, you can choose a square, because pixels are squares. So we're going to use the circle, and all I have to do is just disconnect it right there. Get rid of, I want to make sure Galveston is included. And just remove that portion so that we've got Key West and we've got Galveston isolated, so they're not connected. And now I'm going to go over to Draw, the Draw tab. Notice the paint icons do not show up anymore. And I'm going to go right here. We do an outline trace, trace area plus hole. I'm going to just do a trace area. I'm going to click in here, and that area is traced. And we know that because it turned purple. So I'm going to X out here, and it's going to put me right back into the embroidery module. So notice down here, the Draw and Paint icon has gone away. Here's my icon. Here is the outline of the map. And I can just go ahead and start adding my words. Or I can actually go in here and say I want to edit the shape. It will take you back into Draw and Paint. And I want to do Edit Points right here. Remember, we're just in the File section in the Draw tab. And it tells you what it's going to do. If you need to insert points or delete points or something. So I'm just going to go here. And remember that a square module, I forgot what you call these. But anyway, the squares are angles. And if you hold the Shift key down and click the angle, it turns into a curve. Hold the Shift key down and click it again, and the node turns into a square. If you wanted to make something a little wider, you could just grab your left click and drag, and that makes it into, you can change the outline. And if I click and drag and hold the Shift key down, it makes it into an angle. Okay, so that is how you're going to make your own shapes. And now you're just going to add your own words, and you're good to go. So there it is. And again, remember, this icon right here means it is a grouped file, and if you say ungroup, it brings all the different items in your grouping down, and you can click on each one separately, and you can move them, and you can rearrange them. And remember, if you want to rotate, there's a little C in the corner, a little circle in the corner, and if you wanted to change the word to fit around a curve or something, these little dots will allow you to do that. This is all in that beginner video. Okay, so that's how to make your own shape. Catch you later.